Time now for Football Friday Night, powered by WCTV.tv.
It's a rivalry with many names, but at the end of the day, it's all about the bragging rights for Thomas County Central and Thomasville. One team with the series lead tonight in the Rose City.
And Florida High finally playing a game in Tallahassee, but they're set to entertain the reigning rural champs from Hawthorne.
But first, Madison at Suwannee. Yeah, you want to talk about bragging rights. One side of the river is going to have them for a whole year at a rowdy Paul Langford Stadium. Look to lift the Bulldogs to victory tonight. Welcome to the first Rivalry Friday of the season. Welcome to your Football Friday Night. I'm Ryan, she's Allison. We got a lot of great games to get to, but hey, before we start talking Suwannee and Madison, this has really been a tale of two seasons. 2 years ago, long losing streak comes to an end for Suwannee at Langford. Last year, looking to make it 2-0, and instead, Madison got revenge in a big bad way.
Absolutely, and the coaches talked about it. You throw all that out the window, though, when it comes to this game. Anything can happen, and I'll tell you who wanted to enjoy home field advantage, the Suwannee Bulldogs. Paul Langford, loud and proud when they're cheering on the Dogs.
Maybe the best home field advantage in the Big Bend. Let's take you to Big Green's house because the Bulldogs were hosting the Cowboys, and this was a classic until it wasn't for one team. Second quarter, Suwannee down 6-13. Thomas Sykes hits Zion Walker for the touchdown. We're all tied up at 13 apiece.
Next drive, Madison tries to run, but guess what? Coughed up, fumbled! Suwannee hopping on it, going to recover the football.
Yeah, and after that ensuing drive, look at the guys in green and I guess black as well. How do we feel about the black uniform?
I like it.
I don't know. Logan Brooks runs to the end zone, but he's going to cough it up. It's recovered by Michael Rawson for the Bulldogs, though. Touchdown, Suwannee, and they lead.
Later in the second quarter, same score. Quarterback L.J. Crumity muscles his way in for the TD. Yeah. There you go. Keep on fighting. Keep on pushing. There's the sign.
Back and forth, back and forth. Later in the second, Sykes, read option, breaking a DE's ankle, slides for the first down.
Third quarter now. Madison down 1. Rashad Miller going to take the handoff here. Breaks 1, 2, 3, 10 tackles, finds the sideline. He's gone. I think we're going to see that play later.
Yeah, absolutely. You most certainly are. And I've got to tell you, you saw a whole lot of running the football. Madison ran the ball for over 400-plus yards in this game, and it leads to this result right here. 43-26. Suwannee had the lead at the break, but the second half, running game, wearing them down, playing strong defense. I know there were a lot of turnovers in this game, but that's what gets you done on that running game. Rivalry games are all about it. You run the football, you win like this, and now Madison has a 2-game winning streak.
Yeah, I would say Bryce Harris told us earlier in the week, too, they lost 2 years ago at Paul Langford. They wanted to go in and show, you know what, it doesn't matter where we play. We're going to get the win, and they did that tonight.
Absolutely great stuff. Bryce Harris slated to join us for Football Friday Night Overtime tonight, Madison fans, so make sure you join us for that after FFN. But let's go to the other big rivalry tonight, the Rose City, the War of the Roses, Rose City rivalry. It's a game that needs zero introduction. Thomas County Central and Thomasville. Give it up for Michaela Clark. Look at that, won the 100-meter hurdle.
Show it off, girl.
Yeah, tell them about it.
Yeah, she won the 100-meter hurdle state title last year as a freshman. Getting her hardware tonight. You love to see it. Central, they know a thing or two about hardware. The defending state champs up 14-7 second quarter. Fourth and goal. Jalen Johnson keeping it himself. 21-7 after they made extra point.
Yeah, and how about this? Bulldogs on the other end. Cam Hill, Cy Wilson. Thomasville settles for the field goal, though. Camden Christie drains it. 21-10, Jackets on top at this point.
Central back on offense now. Johnson to Gary Pringle. Good ball, but Kip Parrish all over him. And check this, Ryan. He is fired up. Not in my house tonight.
Yeah. They got a kicker, too. Drew Renault, no doubt about it. 24-10, your score at the break, but the second half, just like last week, belonged to the Jackets, 48-10. Thomas County Central takes the series lead, 29-28. Tell them about it, Coach Rogers.
It's definitely one of the most emotional games. I mean, it's a game that these most games, whether you win it or lose it, it lasts a week, and then you move on. And this one right here sticks with you for a year. So it matters at cookouts and barbecues and family reunions and church functions. There's a lot of bragging rights on this game, so it means so much to so many. So you always want to put your best foot forward in this one.
All right, let's keep moving on, shall we?
3-0 now. Good job, Coach Rogers. Coaching in Crocs. I want to see Coach Rogers do this.
In sport mode. Yeah. How about that?
Justin Kurlander for Chiles High School. school. You love it. Military Appreciation Night, too. I love that. Scoreless in the second quarter. Owen Cleese trying to make something happen. The big guys making sure he gets nowhere.
Yeah, but later he does connect with one of his receivers. Julian Harvey's wide open, sprints down the middle, gets taken down outside the 10, and they'd soon finish the job.
Cleese getting out of trouble. There he goes. Another wide open War Eagle. Jade and Jean Wakulla. They get on the board first tonight. Chiles tried to make a late comeback, couldn't cap it off. War Eagles survived this one. 17-14 over the team.
One of these days, Chiles is going to have to get over and quit losing one of these heartbreakers to Wakulla.
I know.
But the series stays so competitive. The War Eagles keep getting it done. Speaking of competitive, Gadsden County's looked more than competitive for these last few weeks. Finally at home, taking on the Godby Cougars. We got your highlights coming up after this on Football Friday Night. Well, listen, it was a tough result for Suwannee, but Paul Langford, one of the best student sections in the Big Bend, and they are this week's battle for the banner nominee. Of course, make sure you're showing out all season long. You may be named our student section of the year. Get a nice shiny banner. You know, we've done this for 2 years now. Big Bend School has not won it yet. Suwannee, can you buck the trend?
Can you do it? Can you do it?
All right. Anyway, welcome back to your Football Friday Night. I'm Ryan. She's Alison. I about smashed Ryan and Alison together as one name. My brain gets ahead of my mouth sometimes. Listen, let's just go to Gene Cox Stadium. It was a big one tonight for Florida High. Mike Hickman Stadium's not ready yet, so they were playing at Cox, hosting the one rural state champs, the Hawthorne Hornets. Home team up 13-0, but a whoopsie-daisy.
Oh.
Nathan Jennings pick 6 to the promised land, and the Hornets are on the board just like that. And, yeah, they weren't done because the kickoff right after this, Florida High gives the visitors another gift.
Oh, no.
A scoop and score. Travis Pete takes it to the house. All it took was 2 plays, and now Hawthorne leads 14-13. But from there, the Seminoles get back to work. Nice draw here on 3rd and long. Tegan Hackett shoots out of a cannon to midfield for the first. And then how about Eugene Ware? The big junior bursts his way into the open field, and by the time a Hornet gets a hand on him, it's too late. Touchdown Florida High. Noles retake the lead. They cruise from there, 41-27, their first dub of the season.
Big win over the reigning state champs. Gadsden County hosting Godby tonight. This one was a 1-score game late, but the fourth quarter all Jags. Gadsden getting the run game going after a Cougar INT. Feeding that Godby defense a steady diet of Camarian battles, dragging defenders into some territory. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Battles again, but this time he has nobody to drag. Green grass in front of him. The Jags are up 21-7. Fast forward a bit, Godby forced a punt. They're going to try to fake, but no dice.
Yeah,
no dice. Turnover on downs. Jags would score off that drive, and here yet again, the ball popping free. The big fella. Give it up for him. How many times do we say their names? Never.
Yeah.
Jamari Clark falls
Clark.
all over it. Another Gadsden TD. This one got sideways pretty quick. Jags statement they're making early in the season, 3-0 on the year, 48-7 over Godby.
All right, last week we had a lot of Big Bend South Georgia crossover games. This is not a Big Bend game, but another Florida Georgia crossover game tonight at the Concrete Palace. Let's go, because the Crazy said, welcome to South Georgia, Manatee. Hope you like noise. Vikings trying hard to set the tone on special teams. Nice return there, but it's the defense that lights the fire. A high snap for the Hurricanes. Fumble, Landon Wright falls on it to put the Vikings in business. From there, play action. Jace Johnson tossing it to Marvis Parrish, who gets it down all the way to the 1. And listen, you got to call his number again, right? Direct snap from him, takes it the rest of the way, powering him to make it 21-7 for the guys at home. Parrish stayed physical, toting the rock all night long, dragging defenders here into plus territory. Yeah, it was just that type of game for Lowndes, who's still undefeated. 30-15, your final score.
Valwood hosting Pelham tonight out in Hayhira. The cheerleaders happy to be there. It was the visitors who struck, or should I say stung first. Jaden Fegan on the QB keep. He's in there, and the guys to the west with the valiant offense. Hard to keep quiet. Tate Snellgrove doing Snellgrove things. Court Curry, the junior, does the rest. Turning on the afterburners down the sideline. He's got reservations for 6 in the end zone, but Pelham happy to exchange haymakers. Here's Michael Battle battling his way down the far sideline for the Hornet answer, and yet another rushing score. Here comes the counterpunch, though. And who says Snellgrove is just an arm? He's fast, too. Doing it on the ground, one cut, off to the races. Valwood gets in the end zone, and they remain undefeated, 42-28.
All right, two of the best receivers in the state on display in Sylvester. Thinking rain may be an issue, but don't tell that to George Lamont. Breaks a few tackles. 45 yards later, he's all the way to the crib. Can't arm tackle that
So
guy.
good.
A 7-0
So
lead
good.
for him. Bring that hammer. Lyndon Worthy and the Rams, however, would look for a worthy answer. I tried to make up on there. I'm
No.
sorry. Anyway, but how about Brooks' defense? Kamari Brinson does it on both sides of the ball. He gets the pick. Take a look-see at your final, because it was all bring that hammer tonight. 26-7. They've now won 2 straight.
And it was a cat fight. Early County hosted Schley County tonight. That was pretty bad, too. Bobcat defense was on fire. Wildcats snapping the ball here. Quarterback Blake Weldon does a double take. Early County sacks him. That score sitting at 26-0. Early County in the lead. Bobcats would get the dub at home, 32-6.
All right, there's the final score there. How about the big board for some other big-time scores? Franklin, I'm so sorry. We were out of shooters tonight, but 3-0 for the first time ever, 41-14.
Big win.
Gainesville wins a tight one over Leon at Bobby Benson, 14-7. Osceola keeps winning. Bell with a tight one over Branford. PSJ blanks Liberty, and
Taylor
then
County.
over Georgia. Yeah, Taylor gets another big
staying
win.
undefeated.
Valdosta stays undefeated. Cairo wins big. Good stuff all around. Play of the week, game of the week, all the good stuff. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Plays of the week.
Plays of the week.
Let's do it. Let's start in Hayhira. Valwood's Tate Snellgrove. Everybody knows what an arm this kid's got, but look at the legs. One cut, and he's all the way to the
See
hizzy.
ya.
Touchdown Valwood, a comeback victory over the Pelham Hornets at Goddard Field.
Wakulla. They were at Chiles tonight. Owen Cleese getting out of trouble, takes
The
his
magic
time,
man.
finds his guy. Touchdown Wakulla. They would get the win over Chiles.
All right, Madison County, yeah, they just kept it on the ground and kept it on the ground and kept it on the ground. And Ryshard Miller is the
taken
little
down.
engine that could, because he thinks he can, he knows he can, and then he does, as Madison gets the big win over the green team for the other side of the river. Vote for your favorite, WCTV.tv. You have till Sunday at 7. Game of the week, sorry guys, I got caught in I-10 traffic, so didn't have time to make the big array banner.
No excuses.
But we do have a nice graphic for you still. Bainbridge is headed to the Rose City, or should I say the county? You have to say the county now that DCC's
After
got
tonight,
it again.
the rivalry's been settled.
Bainbridge and Thomas County Central, 2 old-time rivals, going to square off at the Jackets Nest. Can't wait to see what Coach Rogers and the guys can do. Of course, Jay Walls and the guys still looking for their first win of the year, but we know it's the Bearcats, and they almost got it against Tift. Good stuff for them. But hey, thank you guys so much for watching, but you know we're not done. Join us on Facebook Live. Join us on the WCTV app. Bring your smack talk, bring your snacks, bring your takes. We'll see you on Overtime.